Okay guys, so back with another video here. So in this video I'm going to be explaining my trade background of how I was able to capitalize this trade on NAS, right? I was able to capitalize this trade on NAS and all that happened in between. So it can also learn from it. So I'm going to do a lot more chance. Yes. Yeah. Okay, so first of all, you have to get the time frame to explain like why did we want to sell or why did we sell, right? So, okay, looking at the daily time frame, it all started from here. It all started from, right, from here. It all started from here, right? So you can see price has been kind of bullish. Then you can see the sudden downward movement, right? And right before that, you can see that price was this low here. This candle took out a low, because on this leg now you can see high, low, high, low, high, low. That took out previous low, right? And then it went up to buy. Then it bought, I mean to say. So then price came back and it was, remember that this one took out this here. This one is liquidity, right? So, and then price now come and break this to close. So it's valid POS for me, right? Especially on the daily time frame. So this was when I switched from bullish to bearish, right? I was looking for sales. So what then happened after this break here? Price was reversed, right? So reversing, right? You would expect if we had have been bullish, like if truly the market was still bullish, what would have happened when we get here? When we got here, we would have taken out this high, right? We would have taken out this high here. That high would have gone. But what happened? Price still like came, consolidated, and then you can see what happened there. Look at up, down. What are you expecting? Expecting like a massive up, right, to break it. But what happened? Price just came here, right? And came down. Broke this. So that was just it for me. Like, yeah. Officially bearish in the internal time frame to support our bias of this BUS here. So switch down to the H4, right? I switched down to the H4. So then after that, I observed, like, I tried to understand what really happened here. So now, what really happened before this whole break, right? And you can see after the break, there was also like a form of an inducement, right? So here, this was the inducement. But before this, I was just trying to like observe what really happened here and where to take my entry if I'm going to sell. So you can see this low here, price came, did this thing, right? It came low here, right? It tried to form a high, but this was the lowest point before this high, right? And this was the high that we were expecting to take out this, but price came and did something like this. Reacted to this, it came up and then it went down, right? So this was it. Basically, this was what price did, basically. Alright. What price did. So this was the low, right? The last low internally. Like I was expecting to break the high, but price, look at the last demand. You can see what happened here. There was a minute reaction and then price broke it and also broke this low too that we were expecting to take out this high and then the other high at least, right? So now moving forward, looking at this and observing what happened, our entry is just very simple, a flip zone. That was just how I got the entry. Nothing much, nothing less. So this demand flipped to the supply zone. And also if you look at this now, you can see that this candle now swept this candle and it mitigated this other block. I would have wanted to take my entry from this other block, but looking at it that this candle already mitigated this and it swept something here before breaking, that already validated it. So that was how I was able to take my sell entry from here. At around there, my stop loss was just a little bit. Yeah. Then my target was this low here. This was my target. This low right here. Yeah. So that was how I was able to get that easy 8-hour trade. Even though I did not go to the full target, but yeah, it was 8. Yeah,
Where is it?
So this is it. This is the chart. Yeah, the chart. So yeah, I took a loss here. And then I missed entry here. So that was basically it. See you guys at the next one. Thank you.